Good morning and welcome to this August 20th version of From Sunrise to Sunset with Pastor Gene. Well, we arrive at a very important time now in the Gospel of Matthew. We arrive at the moment that Jesus goes up on a high mountain and begins to deliver what has been called the Sermon on the Mount, which in this particular message is a collection of some of his greatest and wisest teachings of all. He begins by talking about the kinds of things that are supposed to make people happy or blessed. Those words are used interchangeable in several of the different passages. I want you to just hear these and then reflect on them today. We can talk about what they mean in greater detail more in sermons and in personal conversations. But hear these Beatitudes. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will receive mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when men and women revile you and persecute you and utter all kinds of evil against you falsely on my account. Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so they in the same way persecuted the prophets who were before you. If that's not some encouraging words, I don't know where you can find them. He then launches into the very first sermon text that I ever preached. Now, I didn't write that sermon. My mother did when I was 14 years old. But it was these words: you are the salt of the earth. If the salt has lost its taste, how can its saltiness be restored? It is no longer good for anything but thrown out and trampled underfoot. You're the light of the world. A city built on a hill cannot be hid. No one, after lighting a lamp, puts it under a bushel basket, but on a lampstand, and it gives light to all in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father in heaven. What a way to begin. What a way to begin these wonderful teachings of Jesus, talking about what it takes for people who are under oppression and pain and suffering to find wholeness, and reminding us that we are important and that we do matter. And this is the good news of the gospel. He begins it in such a way. And then he begins to challenge the teachings that we have heard, challenging the teachings, not denying them, but challenging them and challenging us to dig deeper. Do not think that I have come to abolish the law. I have not come to abolish the law, but to fulfill it. I want you to take some time reading the rest of chapter 5. You'll hear in Jesus' words, you have heard it said, but I say to you. These are not things that he says that gives us permission to do whatever we want to do or to change laws and rules and regulations. But these are words of guidance, asking us to look a little bit deeper into what the purpose of the law is. The law is given to us as God's way to guide us in holy living. How's that going to work for you today, from sunrise to sunset?